Irish, I guess.
I'm not.
So, other than that, no emails.
Okay.
Nate's offline too.
Way to fail, Nate. Way to fail.
But we still have a listener, so that's good. But,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Want to go a little college basketball?
Why not?
All right. Go to my prepared script here. Kind of script. There were 2 games in the top 25 last night.
Mm-hmm.
The first one, number 6 Louisville took care of unranked Georgetown, 76-58. So big win there for Louisville, and puts Georgetown even less into contention, I guess you can say. Although I think they're still in pretty good shape there. In the
I
Big
think they're in
East.
decent shape. It's just that they're unranked.
See where they're at. Oh no,
No?
they're 5-10 in the conference, 14-12 overall.
Oh no, 14 and 12's got a legit shot at making the tournament. They just got to turn it on here in the last
Yeah,
2
but
weeks of the
their
season.
conference record is terrible.
So
I don't think
they're in a tough conference.
I don't think they're getting in.
They have a tough conference.
They're not getting in.
So what if they win their conference tournament?
Well, then they're obviously in.
Oh, so they can get in, Andy.
Yeah, but I don't think they'll win their conference tournament.
Okay. What was the other game, Andy?
The other game was number 15 Kansas upsetting number 3 Oklahoma 87-78
Well,
in the marquee matchup yesterday.
Terminator was non-existent. The Terminator, as they're calling him. I don't know what his name is.
Okay, I don't know his name either. I
Oklahoma.
don't watch Oklahoma.
You're on the page. Go to ESPN, look it up, man. Come on.
Whatever.
I just don't like the fact that his name is Terminator and he looks nothing like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Judgment Week. Big ad.
Yeah.
Blake Griffin,
Yep.
but he wasn't playing.
I know. That's why I said non-existent.
Okay, I thought you meant like he just didn't play very
Didn't
well.
show up. Literally did not show up.
How'd you know that?
Because it's been in report. It was in reports, like all yesterday.
Okay, I wasn't really paying attention yesterday.
Thanks, Andy.
Because I was mad about the Michigan loss. But we'll get there eventually.
Okay.
On Sunday, the Michigan State Spartans took care of business against Wisconsin in a 61-50 win. They came from behind in that game. I missed it because I was driving. MSU remains number 1 in the Big Ten Conference. So,
Looking pretty good.
pretty good.
They're a legitimate Final Four team right now.
Yeah, they're one game, actually like 1.5 games ahead of Purdue. So, not bad.
Except that they lost to Purdue last week.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Got killed by Purdue, actually.
They got destroyed. Well, Purdue was hitting just about everything the first half, and Michigan State could not hit anything to save their soul.
It's true.
So that always hurts.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
shooting the ball, kind of the key thing. You can't do it, you can't win.
Makes sense. So MSU still number 1 in the Big Ten, 1.5 games or so ahead. I didn't look at their schedule for this week, but we will in a little bit. So, also on Sunday, Michigan Wolverines, they lost a heartbreaker and potentially a season breaker against Iowa, 70-60 in overtime. John Beilein decided to bench Manny Harris for the whole extra stanza, even though he played 38 of the 40 regulation minutes. And then in the AP article yesterday, Beilein reaffirmed his decision, saying to reporters that you would have to come to practice to understand the decision. So a little tension there in Wolverine land.
Mm-hmm. It's not a good thing, 'cause he's probably like their spark plug, you know? Like, he's the person that's going to start everything else on that offense.
No doubt.
Because even Sims, sure, he can have some monster games, but he really can't do much unless he's got a guard who can get him the ball. So,
next game's coming up for MSU is tomorrow at home against Iowa. Game time 8:30. I'm assuming that's on the Big Ten Network, but I'm not sure. Could be wrong. U of M, they play on Thursday against Purdue at 9.
ouch.
So, I don't know. They want to make it to the NCAA tournament.
They really have to make it. Well, it's that game, and then the game that they have at Minnesota, because Minnesota has been very, very tough at home.
Okay.
I caught a couple minutes of the Minnesota. I don't even know who it was. I think it was Minnesota Northwestern, and they were looking at the rest of the Big Ten schedule for the rest of the season, and they're like, well, for Michigan, they have Purdue, and then they have to come here, and those are their big 2 games.
And then in between that, they're at Wisconsin.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
So
Because Wisconsin's been notoriously tough.
there's a big wait in between. Actually, not really. 3 days and then 6 days between Wisconsin and Minnesota. I forgot that February only has 28 days.
What is that way to do?
So I was thinking a 5-day wait, but it's not. And then, that Minnesota game closes out the regular season, then they go into the Big Ten tournament. So hopefully they can pull something out there in the Big Ten tournament, maybe win 1 or 2 games, or maybe even win it all. That'd be pretty unlikely at this point. Right now, they would be, if the season ended today, they would be the 8th seed heading in.
Not a good thing.
So, very tough division, very tough conference. The Big Ten is this year. Michigan State's next games, like I said, Iowa tomorrow. Then they travel to Illinois. Big matchup there. Illinois is ranked number 20th in the latest poll, and they're 3rd in the Big Ten, game and a half back. So they have a shot of, I don't know, that'll be a good game. Last time they played was at MSU, and MSU won 63-57. So pretty tight game.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, they travel to Indiana. So that's basically a win. And then they finish out the season against Purdue at home. So big game to close out.
Big game. But they'll be pumped for that. That'll be their senior night. So MSU will come, and MSU will know they have to come out with everything they got to be able to beat Purdue. So good game. Good way to finish the Big Ten season there. Good way.
Okay. So Zach is predicting 3 wins.
For what?
4 wins. Zach is predicting 4 wins for MSU.
When did they say 4 wins? You're the one that was reading them off and oh, win. Oh, this is going to be another win.
Well, they should beat Iowa and Indiana.
Yeah, well, Michigan should have beaten Iowa.
Don't get me started.
Yeah.
But MSU should be able to take care of Iowa, especially at home, and then Indiana is a joke. They're 1-13 in the Big Ten this year, 6-20 overall.
Dude,
so.
whatever happened to Jordan Jr., man?
Plays.
Huh?
He plays.
I know, but whatever happened to him?
I don't know. You want to see what he's averaging?
Probably something terrible.
Where's he at?
I thought he went try to go pro.
I didn't even see him on the roster.
Yeah, I thought he went pro.
Not mid-season. He was playing
No,
earlier.
in the off season. I thought he went mid-pro.
Oh, he was playing earlier in the season.
Okay. Well, maybe he got kicked off.